I want to play Ridge Racer Type 4. But maybe I'll do that later, because right now, we're going to be diving right back into 2236 AD. Welcome back. I hope that you're doing extremely well. Where did I save? Okay. There we go. All right. Let's get things kicked back into action. We were decoding that email, or all those emails that we got from Haru, and it was definitely looking kind of weird. So I'm guessing we're picking up from there. We're in phase 11. May 12th, 22. Oh, wait, we're going backward? May 12th. Wow, that's, During class, my seat, teacher is writing on the blackboard. I suddenly start to cry. Oh, we're Haru now? Why? The tears won't stop. I don't have any idea as to why I'm crying, or as to why I'm shedding tears. The more I try to stop my tears, the more they come flooding out, and before long, my body ends up shaking uncontrollably. What is it, Shion? Are you okay? I am not okay. What's the matter? Shion? I can't stop weeping. I can't form words. Are you in pain? Do you need to go to the nurse's office? You need someone from first aid class to escort you, don't you? My voice doesn't reach them. I really wish I could use telepathy. I have a dream where I am in love with a boy. A dreary dream. I'm sleeping naked for some reason. That boy is looking at me. Who are you? He is a very warm person, a very delicate person. He says that he loves me. He kisses me. I guess somewhere along the way I ended up liking him. Maybe I've fallen in love with him. I have another dream. This one is more vivid. Everyone is having conversations someplace. Everyone is having conversations someplace I don't know. It's like telepathy. I'm all alone. I'm afraid. So afraid. I'm relieved though. Isolated from the others, I am definitely right here by myself. Also, just like now, I can get by without lying. Every time I speak to people, I lie. I want to show myself how much of a good girl I am. I want to show my pretty side. The me who isn't the real me. It may not be a lie, but I can't stand it. Everyone always praises me for being a good girl, but that's not me. It's her. I can't help but detest her and her neatly whitewashed facade. What is happening here? It's not the same in this dream, though. She's not here. I'm afraid because I don't know what the others around me are thinking. But I'm to believe that the person here is the real me. The me that I recognize as me. Also, there are two boys. A tall boy and a not so tall boy. The taller boy has a face I think I recognize from the news. He plays the piano skillfully. The other boy might be the boy from earlier. He initiates a conversation with me as I sit there moping, unable to talk to anyone. Yesterday, Sunday, what did I do? What does he think of me? What do I think of him? I don't know. All I know is that whenever he calls me by name, I get really happy. They're reaching me at least. His words. I'm so glad. He lends his ear to my whispery voice. He listens to what I truly have to say. It's because we're not connected. His words, I miss them. That's how it is, though. It can't be helped. Why do I remember all this so vividly? Is it really a dream? Since I'm not really sick or anything, I returned to class by noon. Why was I crying like that? Why was I overwhelmed with such heartbreak? Also, the most mysterious thing of them all, even though I remember every detail of that dream, I don't remember when I saw it in the slightest. Rainbow. Today, a rainbow has been out the whole day. May 13th, 2231. During lunchtime, I head to the music room. I slip out of my usual circle of friends I eat lunch with to wander around. I'm sure I saw it in my dream. Those two boys were in here playing instruments. Why are they trying to get to the music room? Let's go to the music room. No one will be there during lunch. I heard someone say that in the classroom, I'm sure. Despite that, there's no reason why anyone would be here. I'm still hopeful for some reason regardless. See? You can hear the sounds of a piano. You can see this insane. You can see the gloriousness of a white screen. It's rich with emotion and a kind yet delicate melody. It's music that I've heard somewhere once before. Who's there? The piano stops. What? It's Yotsuba-kun. If memory serves, he's a boy from the class next to mine. I think he's the one who's funny and quite popular with everyone else. Sorry, I was passing nearby and I could hear you playing. What's wrong? I have a feeling that I found something that wasn't meant to be seen. Make sure you don't tell anyone that I've been playing the piano, okay? Okay. He quickly exits the room as soon as I say that. It's at this moment that I realize the boy who showed up in my dream was Yotsuba. Say, are you in the same club as Yotsuba, sis? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yotsuba? I feel like I've seen him before. I feel like I've seen him there. Why do you want to know? That sure is random. I just talked to him a little at school. Oh. Not only that, a boy classmate of mine showed up in my dreams, but what does that mean exactly? Do you know? It means that you like the person, no? What? Well, that, or it's just the opposite. Opposite? Come on, you know, the opposite. Eh? Oh, that's what you mean. Jeez, you're terrible. After that, I feel like the days pass on like nothing had ever happened. However, I'll never forget that dream. On the contrary, my memories are being arranged and gradually becoming vivid. It feels like all the jumbled up pages are getting pieced together. On that day I cried. On that day I suddenly had a mountain of pages thrust upon me. It's no wonder that I cried. Now that some time has passed, I'm able to scan all those pages. That's how I feel. Now I understand that there are two stories mixed in that dream, and that in both, Yotsuba-kun was there. A story where he calls me Haru, and one where he calls me Shion. Memories of two separate dreams. Is that what's going on here? Because this is a very long, roundabout way to get here. I don't know what this game's trying to say right now. I'm just kind of along for the ride. This is, I expected some fuck shit to be going on narratively. I just don't know that, like, this is the route that I thought it was going to be, or if this is even the route that it's going. I'm just, again, I got, like, no predictions here. I have no clue, like, what is actually going on here. Also, maybe Haru is in reference to the me that I detested. Fabricating a front. I use pretty words to make it sound like I'm not a bad person. Hurting him. Not coming face to face with him. Masking everything with a smile. It felt nice being told I love you, so I want him to say it more, but my pride won't allow me to say it myself. I don't want to show my weak side. That said, it does make me think that I'm actually of value, so being told I love you and having someone consider you a good person feels good. In that way, I appease my self-esteem. I am the most important. I don't want to get hurt. I'm afraid of losing my worth. So, I'm afraid of coming face to face with anyone. So, I'm never able to love anyone. I can get along with people, but I don't dare love anybody. That's the detestable kind of person I am. I have no confidence. I don't have the confidence to live up to a single person's expectations. That's why I try to be loved by everyone. I'm a fake version of myself that can get anybody to like them. If it helps me get along with someone I fancy in the crowd, then I don't care. That's the ludicrous excuse I tell myself. What am I even thinking? I'm so stupid. I'm so self-absorbed. I'm a fool, incapable of consideration for other people's feelings. This is the side of me I hate. Yet, I'm weak of heart, so I keep having the Haru inside of me protect me. I just wish she'd go away, though. Nice voice crack, Polly. Maybe that's why I keep the Haru on the inside locked up in that dark room. Then comes the other story, Shion's dream. Shion is the ideal form I wish to become, or should I say, I believe that my real form is Shion, the one that was being protected by Haru. The real me, however, doesn't know how to connect with people. No idea of what others around her are thinking. The real me that I envision is isolated. My voice, it won't reach. It's not meant to reach. That might be the case here. Shion is the true form I envision and is more true to myself than Haru, whom I despise. But the real me is someone who is not in high demand by anyone. Is that true, I wonder? Shion is a poor talker and is generally a person who's hard to connect to since she always splits hairs with her comments. That's why I have Haru to protect me. No one wants to come talk to Shion, not being protected by Haru. Wait, so where do I stand? The one people fawn over is Haru, which isn't the real me, and Shion is someone whom no one fawns over. I have two sides to my coin, much like any coin, really. Me, which I erase from existence. Me in the mirror. Me at odds with myself. I have two sides to my coin. Me, I wish to erase from existence. Me in the mirror. Me at odds with myself. However, I have a feeling that both are the true me. Taking a little more time, I start to consider that option. Haru and Shion are both me. Haru and Shion are both elements that compose me. They are both gathered together by what defines what I am. You like me? I like you. I like you a lot. I love you. He said that he loves me. The me that I hate, the me unnecessary to everyone, he loves both. It fills me with joy. I think to myself, I see. I understand. For some reason, somewhere along the line, I had put the notion in my head that I had to be liked by absolutely everyone. It made me uneasy. It made me afraid of being the only one left behind in this world. However, you see, it's impossible to be liked by everyone in the world. If there existed someone like that, I don't think I would like them. He might be the one who taught me that fact. I think he's definitely one of the people who can hear me call out. There's a person who can hear me call out right there. I'm saved. Haru, your service is appreciated. Shion, you needn't be on edge. Yes, both are the true me. The two combined are me as a person. I believe I'm ready to accept that fact. Ever since the day I had that dream, I feel like I'm getting to like myself a little more. He's going to go to the same school as my older sister. In other words, a different school than mine. Nowadays, I'll just spot him occasionally at the station. If I only had a little more courage, I wonder if I would be able to have feelings for him. In my dream, I had feelings for Yotsuba, but I've barely shared a conversation with Yotsuba-kun in the real world. I wish I could see him again. I wish I could talk to him. I wonder if he thinks the same way. Wait. Oh, right. This is all stuff in my dream, so there'd probably be no way that he would be like that. If only I had a little more courage. Haru is a coward, and Shion is a poor talker. Years have passed since I had that dream, and everything is starting to turn into memories of a time past. One day, I read a certain book. Does the lion bow to the cat? I figured this was going to come up again. And, okay, I'm seeing some things coming together a little bit. It's not enough to really make sense of what's happening, but I'm seeing connections at least. There it is! Yeah! Jamming on out! Oh, let it go, man. Sometimes you just gotta come back home and get embraced by that warm, lovely, comforting sound of that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous violin. I've become an avid reader due to my sister's influence. From the title, I have no idea what the author is talking about. Its contents are unpolished, abstract, and very hard to follow. It's a disjointed essay, almost like the person sketched out all the ideas verbatim. It doesn't give me the impression that they're trying to convey their intent to others at all. The most interesting thing I find in its pages is in regard to the supernatural power of telepathy, said to be instilled in one out of every 10,000 people. Reading closely, it seems the author of this book is a scientist and is very knowledgeable in all things related to telepathy. As I continue my reading, more things that draw my interest are written besides telepathy. The scientist had the same dream that I have. Not only that, but they even go into scientific analysis of this dream. To summarize their findings, the dream I had seems to be referring to a memory of a universe with different aspects. A universe with different aspects? Reading on, a physics hypothesis named the dimensional permutation hypothesis is heavily connected. Stuff like that makes what they're saying seem all the more suspicious. It's like something out of the occult. Despite that, what this scientist experienced resembles my case, the dimension permutation hypothesis. Universes with different aspects, dreams. I want to do more research. What was it that I experienced? What in the heck was that dream? You ever have a dream get stuck? Like, I understand, kinda. Like, it's not exactly like this, obviously. I've never had a dream of, like, a kind of full timeline happening. But I've definitely had dreams that get stuck in my craw in a way where it's just like, oh, okay. I can't get this out of my head, and it stick there for, like, a week. I'm wondering if that's kind of like what this game is based on now. I want to meet Yotsuba again, just one more time. Have you got the message ready? There was way too much that I wanted to write, and it's pretty tough to pack it all down. I can understand your sentiment. Now then, I will explain the experiment one more time. Right. The upcoming January 2236 AD will have the majority of the singularity points within the cloud space of this dimension overlap. That is so many words you just said. This is our big chance to intersect the cloud space of a dimension with differing aspects. Okay. You're saying, this is our chance to talk to another timeline or dimension. I don't know that we're dealing with timelines here. I think that it's just because I've played so many games with timelines that my idea of dimensions is kind of warped. So now I don't know if timelines and dimensions are the same thing. Because both games use pseudoscience, and both games kind of use time and dimension almost interchangeably. So I'm trying to kind of like visualize this abstract concept. And it's making my brain hurt. And you're saying to send a message via electromagnetic waves aimed at that, right? That's correct. Though while I say that, the previous figures are all theoretical. Accounting for miscalculations from January 20th, 2235 to January 20th, 2237, I will continue to send 141 emails 24 hours a day for 731 days. Should you send that many? Isn't there a chance that they'll be taken as harassment? That's better than them not reaching at all. Besides, even sending this many, there is a distinct chance that not even one will reach its mark. So that's what's going on here. I feel like this is kind of where I want to stop this episode for now. I mean, the last couple have been pretty long. They've been, you know, I feel like they've been pretty generously sized, and I don't want to take up all your day with these. So I kind of actually do want to check on something first here, though. We're going to kind of look at this. I don't know that I'm going to understand any of it, but we're going to have a look here at what am I saying? The words? The words. All right, Edge, come on up. What do you got? All right, now, where was that? Dimension permutation, also known as the permutation of axis hypothesis, a hypothesis based on the universe being a multidimensional space, and the way you get rid of a shadow, dimensional substitution, once a shadow forms from a part of said universe. This theory supports universes of differing aspects coexisting at the same time. All right, and I think, yeah, that kind of gets across what I was thinking about this whole, like what is actually happening in this world now. I get kind of like it's not timelines. It definitely is like multi-dimensional space. I'm just looking through here to make sure there's nothing else I want to kind of look at before we bounce here for the day. Pre-directional dimension might be what the six-dimensional axes that include the physical phenomenon that occur around us in our daily lives. Also refers to space in general. The six dimensions are width, depth, height, and their individual imaginary number axes. All right. Dang, rainbows are a phenomenon which spectrum-colored bands spread concentrically in the sky. Rainbows show geometric features in a way that bands break apart and they disappear, utilizing mathematics. They can be you know what? Rainbows, I'm like Insane Clown Posse here. Rainbows are just miracles to me, dog. All you science, you got all this math is getting me pissed. There you go. A phenomenon which a spectrum-colored arc appears after rain, which occurs sunlight spectrally diffusing through the raindrops. There we go. All right, so I think that's probably good enough. When we are next together, we will delve back into what is happening in present day. But I gotta say, this was actually interestingly eye-opening for a part to kind of like jump into what's sort of going on here. It's definitely weird, and I think I've got to stop and think about what's going on with everything. But I'm getting a clearer idea now. I think I'm less confused, and maybe you are too. Or you're not. It's taken a while to get here, so it's a little much. All right, so we will catch you next time. You have a nice rest of your whatever. Bye.